Chloe Dick. Number 13, Nancy McCallum. Number 16, Kave Lease. Number 17, Ella Webster. Number 18, Hannah Greenfield. Number 19, Hannah Whitlake. Number 27, Brooke Landry. Number 33, Caitlin Ostrander. Number 34, Natalie Wiederman. Your head coach, Richard Foster. Assistant coach, Jeff Bruce. Your manager, Meredith Webster. And assistant coach, Brian Adams. Our home team dressed in sky blue, please welcome to Cambridge United. Number 2, Sahar Mukadam.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this exciting match presented by Ontario Soccer. Before we kick off this thrilling encounter, Ontario Soccer would like to take a moment to acknowledge and pay our respects to the Indigenous peoples of Ontario. We recognize that our work and the work of our membership takes place on Indigenous territories across this beautiful province. We honor their enduring presence and unique contributions to our shared culture. Ontario Soccer is committed to promoting inclusivity, diversity, and reconciliation in our community. And now, without further ado, we invite you to immerse yourselves in the magic of the beautiful game right here in Vaughan, Toronto. It's time to enjoy the thrill of soccer as we kick off this match. Get ready for a match filled with skill, passion, and excitement. Thank you for joining us, and let's make this an unforgettable soccer experience.
Number 66, Maeve Morton. And number 99, T. LeBeau. Your head coach, Dave Wright. Assistant coach, Jason Schuster. And your manager, Allison Costello. And now introducing our match officials who are appointed for today's Ontario Cup Final. Referee, Angelina Baldino. Assistant referee, Josh Nunn. Assistant referee, Stacey Holder. And your fourth official is Danielle Gianotto. And as a special guest with us today representing Ontario Soccer is Ontario Soccer's Vice President of the Board of Directors, Brenda Brown. Fans, please rise if you are able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Ontario Soccer Centre in Vaughan, Ontario for our final match of what has been two incredible MilkUP Ontario Cup final weekends, as we have the girls under 16 district finals, as it'll be Cambridge United going against Oak Ridge Firebirds from London. My name is Martin Holmes here. I'll be giving you the play-by-play commentary for this match and all the matches throughout this entire 2 weekends. And we just had a thrilling finish in the girls under 14 finals. We'll have to see if we'll have another fun one here in our final match of the day. Let's go ahead and now introduce the two teams, starting with Cambridge United. They'll be led in goal by Kennedy Schutza. Her starting 10 in front of her will be Case Van Wingarden, Caitlin Pinos, Gabriella Martin, Mackenzie Wright, Lila Rovers, Aaliyah Lloyd, Caitlin Jenkins, Chloe Silva, Gabby Sakuma, and Maeve Morton. On the bench for Cambridge is Sahar Mukadam, Natalie Reed, Alexa Grundy, Carmel Eskander, and T. LeBold. They'll be going against this Oak Ridge Firebirds squad. In goal, they'll be having Caitlin Ostrander. Their starting 10 will be Sarah Jaquith, Isabella McGregor, Sophie Foster, Allison Adams, Chloe Dick, Dancy McCallum, Kaveh Weiss, Hannah Greenfield, Hannah Wedlake, Brooke Landry will round it out. Now on the bench we'll have Eva Piedade, Juliana Bruce, Ella Webster, Riley Barker, and Natalie Wetterman for this team coming out from the Elgin Middlesex League. Now in their second year as Ontario Soccer Premier Partners, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, representing Ontario's 3,400 plus dairy producers and their families, are the exclusive title partner of the MilkUP Ontario Cup. This collaboration with Ontario Soccer will bring positive outcomes to youth sports across the province. The teams do take the fields. It's going to be the Oak Ridge Firebirds. They'll be in the red and black. They look to be going on your screen, your left to your right. And it will be in the sky blue will be Cambridge United, as they'll be going from our right to our left on your screens at home. The coaches for both teams, for Cambridge United is Dave Wright. Oak Ridge's coach is Richard Foster. As we get ready to get things underway here shortly with the referee, Angelina Baldino. Her assistant referees are Josh Nunn and Stacy Holder. The fourth official is Daniel Giannotti. As they're ready to play 2 halves of 45 minutes for a total of 90 minutes. And if the game does remain tied, we go straight to penalty kicks, which we have seen a few times this weekend. But for the meantime, it's going to be Oak Ridge Firebirds ready to get the kickoff underway, as the girls under 16 Ontario Cup Finals are underway, with Cambridge able to getting that ball off the kickoff, as they're going to send a through ball quickly down the right side. Now, it is a clear sky we're here right now, but it just rained at the end of the prior match, so the turf likely is very wet, so expect that ball to skip with a little bit of speed. So if I'm one of the players, I'm playing a hard and low shot towards the goalkeepers, as the ball will pick up speed. So let's see how the ladies adjust to that pace of the turf, as Oak Ridge will be able to pick up the ball in midfield, as they get a nice run on the far side with Foster. And there's a good example of that wet turf, as the ball bounces a little bit differently. Picked up some speed there for the Oak Ridge defender, but they will recover, as I'll send it back up for Foster. Foster, one of the leading scorers on this Oak Ridge team, playing out of the Elgin Middlesex League with a perfect record of 12 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, trying to see if they can take home an Ontario Cup trophy, as well as they defeated Kitchener TFC and St. Catharines in the semifinals to get here. Keep an eye on number 1, their striker, that is the Sarah Jaquith, 13 goals in the season. Very rare you see a non-goalkeeper wear the number 1, but she's wearing it in a striker role, as well as Cambridge has a good effort going here towards the attacking front, but it will get kicked up the field by McCallum. It's Martin. It'll be kicked up the field by Pinos, as Jenkins tries to play it through the middle, but there is McCallum once again, as she'll play it over towards Weiss. Landry can't control that kick as it goes out here, and Cambridge United will get the throw in. This team currently sitting in second place in the Southwest District League. It's a under 17 league, so playing with players 1 year up, so very respectable finish for this team as they defeated Guelph, Kitchener TFC, and Erin Mills 3-0 in the semifinals to get here towards this district final. They represent that Southwest District League. Keep an eye on players such as Wright and Van Wingarden, 24 goals and 23 goals for the pair of them, a combined 47 goals of their 68 so far this season. So those two definitely will be those key scorers on this Cambridge United squad. I believe this Oak Ridge Club too, very cool news. It's probably one of the few volunteer-only clubs remaining in Ontario. So bringing in a huge community of people and hard efforts of everybody to get this Oak Ridge team out on the pitch. So things you'll love to see as they're going to be able to clear this one towards midfield. Martin trying to play this pass on. She's got 2 red jerseys on her as she'll hit it off of one of them and win her team throwing. With Hub International Insurance Brokers, we have a partner today to support us as we prepare for tomorrow, and will help us protect what matters most when we get there. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and Hub wants us to be ready for it. Find out more at hubinternational.com. As Jaquith is able to pick that ball free, try to play the pass up for Foster. It was a touch too heavy, and Silva will be able to hit that one up the field. But Jaquith will get a second opportunity here for Oak Ridge. She'll be able to play this one wide for Landry, and it gets poked aside, and for throw-in right by that corner flag. Have a look there on the player setup as it looks like we're waiting for... Oh, no, they're able to get a ball. The ball fortunately fell out of the one gate that was left open and rolled down the hill, so we're just waiting for that as they're ready to take this throw-in back in the field of play. As you had a good battle going forward by the corner flag as the cross will come in, won't trouble the goalkeeper, that is Kennedy, shoots up. And it'll go up for a goal kick. The referee telling Landry's, if the ball goes in that gate and goes down the hill, don't worry, we have extra balls. Don't go chasing after and don't hurt yourself going after it. As the ball will get played in short and Cambridge will resume the play. The good ball over to the far side. Not able to control it, and Oak Ridge is able to put this one right back in, and Foster will go give chase. She'll be battling against Silva on the far side. Gonna get some help with her teammates as they're gonna kick it through to the right side, and telling you now is Wedlake. Wedlake trying to play this one through. It's gonna be a tricky one. Like I was saying at the beginning, again, this turf is playing a few games on these players here early as they try to get adjusted to a wet turf field, as it's going to be a corner kick for the Firebirds, though, as Jaquith is able to ricochet it off of a Cambridge defender, and Greenfield will be coming over to take this one. Looks like, though, judging by the clouds from the distance, it's supposed to rain later, but looks like the majority of the rain clouds have passed by, and we should have ourselves a clean 90 minutes here before the rain comes and attacks us again. As they get crossed in, Jaquith does get the first touch on it, gets blocked. Second opportunity gets blocked as well. As it continues to bounce around for McGregor. She can't pull the trigger, but she's going to find a teammate in Foster, I believe that was. And it's going to roll right toward Schutza, who's able to pick up the loose ball. A couple nice blocks in the midfield from Martin, the midfielder, working with Van Wingarden. Jaquith at it once again. She was the leading scorer for this Firebirds team. 13 goals in the Elgin Middlesex League. Followed shortly by Juliana Bruce with 9 herself. And Foster right there with 8. As this ball likely will find its way all the way to the goal line. As they're trying to shield this one up. But Cambridge does well to make sure that one doesn't go out of play. As Wright continued to fight for the ball. And she's going to leave this one for a teammate here. As Cambridge does pick up possession. That pass in for Jenkins, though, was a touch too light. But great hustle coming in there from Mackenzie, right, to make sure that that ball did not go out of play as Van Wingarden's trying to force her way through the midfield, but holding her ground will be Wedlake. It's one of those aspects of, okay, you want to shoot that, let that ball run all the way out. Got to make sure that it goes all the way. As it looks like Cambridge and Oak Ridge are both going to be making substitution. Oak Ridge, I think, is emptying the bench here, so 5 changes upcoming here shortly for the Firebirds, as this one's going to skip right by Morton, and the Firebirds are trying to go quickly the other way, but Morton does well to win that ball right back. There's a little bit of a jersey pull going on Rovers, but she's able to play that ball to the far side of the field for Lloyd. Good cut back there from Lloyd, but she tries to get that left-footed cross, and that ball will slip away from her foot. Here come the Firebirds quickly the other way, but the last woman back is able to clear right up the field. Foster battling with Morton. Morton will win it for Cambridge. They'll play it down. I believe that would have been offside if that ball was played in through. They will get another chance with Van Wingarden. This one's going to be touched in. The flag is staying down for now. And McCallum will clear it towards the far side. McGregor, nice little 1-2 for the Firebirds, and it's a sliding challenge coming in. And Adams makes sure that the player sliding in is okay, as here comes that 5 substitutions for the Firebirds.
Number 2, Riley Barker. Number 6, Ava Piade. And number 9, Juliana Bruce. Number 17, Ella Webster. And number 34, Natalie Waiterman.
So there is those 5 changes in. Brand new forces for the Firebirds. It looks like all the attacking players have been switched out. So the striker and the 2 wingers and 2 central midfielders have all been switched out for Oak Ridge. And we're ready to get underway with their new striker up top. That's Juliana Bruce. Van Wingarden gonna play this one outside. It's gonna be onside, as hanging back a little bit too far back was Weiss, and she was able to keep the Cambridge players onside. But that through ball won't go to any issue at all, as coming out of her goal, that's Caitlin Ostrander. And there are 12 games in the Elgin Middlesex League, 9 clean sheets, only 7 goals against all season long for this Oak Ridge team. So this Cambridge squad going to try and see if they can test this Oak Ridge keeper and get 1 goal in early. But here comes the Firebirds the other way, as Bruce is onto the run. She's got 2 players inside the penalty area, as that one will take a deflection, and continuing on here is Wiederman. Back in for Bruce. Sends it over to Webster. Webster still going with it. She's going to get the cross in, but shoots will be able to get the hands up to block that one and pick up that loose ball once again, as there was some good attack coming in from the Firebirds. Lloyd gonna try to send a through ball in, and I don't think Wright was ready for that one. So it's gonna be a lot of time here for McCallum to settle this one and play it down the line. Van Wingarden playing it towards that right side. Again, I think Lloyd is straying a little bit offside. She's toeing the line very closely. I think she would have been offside if that through ball got in. And Oak Ridge, though, fortunately, will clear it away as far as shoots. We'll put this right back towards midfield. Here comes Cambridge to make a couple substitutions themselves. So 3 substitutions. As LeBold will come in, as well as Eskander and Reed.
Coming in for Cambridge United,
They're
number
replace
3,
Jenkins,
Reed.
Sakuma,
11,
and
Sanders.
Lloyd for
And
Cambridge.
99, T. LeBold.
Can I go or just whistle? Oh, okay.
That one's going to hit off of Van Wingarden last. And it's going to be a throw-in now for the Firebirds. as Weiss is going to throw this one down the line. Bruce has 2 players on her, but she tries to push her way through. As Weiss once again will send this in, and it's now going to be settled in by Cambridge's number 12, that's Rovers. Greenfield. Down to the right side. Might have hit off a Cambridge player. Yes, it did. So it's going to be an Oak Ridge throw. So Webster was walking away from it, but it's actually going to be hers. What I like about these district finals, it really gives these opportunities for clubs. We normally see the larger clubs with the large populations having majority of the opportunities on Ontario Cup. It gives regions and areas, those that don't have the same population, an opportunity to achieve those success, making those good runs. As it looks like Cambridge is asking for a substitution here for a player. Oh, looks like we got a cut and some blood going on here with one of the players. Lila Rovers has to come off.
No, come to half, come to half.
And so here, Mukadam will have to come in as the Cambridge coaching staff will go to tend to the cut and make sure it's cleaned up before Rovers is able to return. Bruce into the corner. Nice move from her, and just couldn't keep it in play as that one just goes over the goal line and out for a goal kick. Toronto FC is the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner of its talented pathway. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit TorontoFC.com for tickets and more. And their next home game is on September 30th against FC Cincinnati. So make sure to take a look for tickets as this ball is played in short. As can't find it under her feet momentarily as Piedade. And this allows time for Cambridge to try to win the ball right back. Long ball for Van Wingarden, and it's going to be a foot race in here. And Weiss will be able to get to that ball first before LeBold, but the clearance won't go all the way, and LeBold will be able to play it. Eskender, as Van Wingarden takes a tumble. Morton down to the right side. That gets blocked as well. Firebirds defense holding the line so far, as this Cambridge team tries to find that victory through ball through these Firebirds defenders. Maeve Morton continue to fight for that in the midfield. She does win it once again. Strong player there battling against those two Firebirds. As watching that one go all the way out of play there is Dick on the far side. Comes the 5 substitutes again. And I believe it was all 5 players who came off the first time. So the defenders stay on, and one of the central midfielders stays on, with Wiedemann this time going to be staying on.
Number 7.
So a complete switch into the attackers once again for the Firebirds.
Allison Adams. And number 27, Brooke Landry.
That one looked like it hit off the face of the Cambridge player, but she fights it off. Looks to be okay. As this battle here in the midfield with Wiedemann is going to hit this one all the way up the field. And Pinos will return it right back towards the Firebirds' half. Silva, she gets her pass blocked, and finally in front running to win that back was Mukadam, but her pass goes straight towards Oak Ridge instead, and here comes Foster. She's going to continue to drive on the left side. Can't get the crossway as it gets blocked by Pinos, and it goes for a corner kick. Good attack here coming in from Oak Ridge Firebirds. They're set up right now on the edge of the penalty area in a bit of a line, trying to disguise one player's run. So So I had to figure out who are they trying to get to, as this ball will get played towards the near post. Hands behind the back, making sure that does not have any opportunity for a penalty there with Silva, as she'll be able to kick this one up the field. 17 minutes have been played so far here in the MilkUP Ontario Cup Final for the girls under 16 district. Cambridge United and Oakridge Firebirds. No score between the two teams, as this game looks for its first goal. The goal kick will get played in short once again, and Pinos will boot this up the field. Right, gets onto that one, and she's going to send LeBold onto a run. Flag, I think, stays down, so LeBold will be onside. And here comes LeBold trying to see if she could cut inside, but that was read by Weiss, the defender. And it's a throw in deep into Firebird territory for Cambridge. Good job there from the midfield. There's Wiederman winning that ball off the throw-in, and she's going to try to launch a counterattack with Jaquith. Good foot, though, from Martin prevents that quick run, and Cambridge will have that ball come to the near side, and at least with it going out for a throw and get back into position. Landry off for Jaquith. Jaquith centering cross, getting deflected on by Foster, but Schutza is there, as this player over there on the far side for Oakridge was getting quite close to that one, as she joined in to help Foster onto the attack. Whitelake back in for Foster, but Silva will punch it away. Foster might get another chance, and yet again Silva will clear it up the field. Definitely one of those games where the first goal will be the key for this match. Both of them are playing a little bit of a stalemate right now, trying to see who's going to make that first attack or first move. But really, it's going to come down to who makes that first critical mistake. As this game of football is just full of mistakes, and who makes the least of them is usually the one who's the most successful. And it just seems like both teams are playing right now to just play it safe and wait for that opportunity. As Silva has two red jerseys on her, and she's forced out of play, so it's going to be a throw-in right by the corner flag for Oakridge. Little 1-2 off the throw, and it's going to get another block. It's a third corner kick for the Firebirds. As it's going to be another in-swinging kick coming in, as hopefully they'll try to get it past that near post of Silva on this opportunity. And they will. Jaquith got the leg onto that one, but I think it was a play where both her and Wiederman both got to that cross. And neither of them, I think both of them might have hit that one, and it will go wide after that chance. Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. As there's a dangerous back pass from Silva, Foster does pick up on that one. Instead of going towards the goal, try to play back towards the pressure. As there goes the cross in, settled. McGregor tries to put it forward, blocked by Van Wingarden, and it's going to be kicked up the field by Cambridge. As we have a good battle there on the far side of the field, as the ball is now going to find in for Leibold. Leibold's trying to win this one back for Cambridge in the midfield, but the Firebirds' possession continues. Good little 1-2. Gonna get onto Landry, but gets intercepted by the Cambridge defense as the 5 players once again come up for Oakridge as they continue to try to put fresh legs onto the attack. Good job from Van Wingarden. Gets in the way of that one, but as soon as I say that, Isabel McGregor does equally as strong to win that one off of the Cambridge players. The ball will go out, and here comes the substitutions once again for the Oak Ridge Firebirds.
Coming in for Oak
As it's
Ridge,
almost like a line
number
change
2,
with the attackers.
Riley Barker. Number 6, Amber Piaday. Number 9, Juliana Bruce. Number 17, Ella Webster. And number 18, Hannah Greenfeld.
Coming right in off that throw-in. Morton battling it against Bruce has returned onto the field to play. And Cambridge will get themselves the throw. And there's Van Wingarden. Trying to play this one down the line. Can't find a teammate. And it goes out for another throw-in in this midfield. Good throw-in. Splits the gap between 3 players as they're trying to find number 2 up there. That's Barker. Sakumo. Sorry, that was number 8. That's Gabrielle Martin. Makes a couple nice moves as she gets this one around a couple players as she tried to clear it away. But the possession right now is just favoring these Firebirds. And they're just looking for that pass, though, to get themselves access to the final third. As Van Wingarden takes a bit of a tumble and is very slow to get up. It looks like she's just going to walk this one off is the Cambridge midfielder. Free kick up coming here for Cambridge. This gets hit towards midfield. McGregor will try to hit this one up, but he gets blocked once again. And Van Wingarden, good in step to be able to get that one inside, but the through ball gets blocked in by McCallum. And McCallum's going on a run herself as she'll try to play this one out wide towards the left side, but once again, Silva is there to make the block. Chip the ball forward. Bruce is getting onto that one, but shoots up. We'll get to that. These fresh legs on the constant switches for the Firebirds. It's proven to be somewhat of an effective strategy, and it looks like Cambridge is just going to be doing the same themselves with a quadruple substitution themselves. Pinos hits that one high and clear, as though it's going to hit off of a Reed over on the far side, and watching that one roll out of play will be Dick. She's going to throw this one in quickly for Greenfield. So here comes those substitutions for Cambridge. Jenkins, Grundy, Rovers is returning, and Sakuma.
Number 50, Caitlin Jenkins. And number 27, Gabby Sakuma.
All 4 of them will re-enter the game. Able to clean the cut off of Rovers. And we're ready to resume play here with the throw-in. Bamagarden, long throw on her. That can be a useful tool as they get closer with the throw-ins on the offensive half. As Barker now picks up that ball, but gets it spun away from her by Rovers, as Rovers collides into a Firebird, however, and falls down and turns the ball over. It's Grundy. She tries to poke that ball forward. That gets blocked, but it gets right back into midfield for Rovers. Silva's ball down the line, blocked again by Dick, and she's going to play this one in towards the midfield. Greenfield. Barker. Bruce is now able to salvage it. This could be dangerous here for the Firebirds as they try to play it back towards Barker. But Silva was able to recognize that one, and she shifts over to block that pass opportunity. Webster now down the line for Bruce. Bruce gets knocked down hard by Rovers, and it's gonna be a free kick. Oak Ridge has a great opportunity on this set piece on chances. The referee's just gonna have a word with Rovers about that challenge, as this one's almost towards the corner of the penalty area. And Hannah Woodlake is standing over it now for the Firebirds. These players are set up more towards that far post currently for Oak Ridge. Likely would expect 1 or 2 runs to cut inside. Comes the free kick, ball taken towards that far post. And it just ricochets off of the outstretched leg and out for a goal kick, but good opportunity there for Piedad, who is free on the far post, just couldn't keep it in front of her. No score in this girls under 16 district MilkUP Ontario Cup Final. Cambridge United and Oak Ridge Firebirds battling hard right now. Yeah, both teams are playing it a little safe to try and see if they can get that first goal. There's a long shot from distance, but she sees that one all the way, won't trouble her. As Greenfield had a look from range. Right this time is able to win, and she's gonna send Grundy onto a run. Grundy into the corner, gets shouldered off of the ball, however, from Weiss, and she's gonna be able to attempt to clear it with her teammate, is Weiss, as they still continue to try to get it up the field with Webster. But finally, Grundy will get called for a foul, maybe, I think it was holding back the Oak Ridge player. And it'll be a free kick for the Firebirds as they withstand that pressure coming on the near side of the pitch. Kick will go right towards the midfield as Greenfield will have plenty of time to settle this one. She tries to look to play that one first time out wide, gets blocked, and Dick has to come back as she's under pressure to try to see if she can make anything of it. But we get some nice 1-2 passing with Piedad to at least get them in towards the Cambridge half. Comes the 5 substitutions again for Oak Ridge. And it's a controversial thought process going here. It's like, okay, you keep the fresh legs, you keep it going here. But as well, I find it, if you're making quick changes like this, it's very difficult for players to get settled into the pace of the game, get themselves involved so they feel like, okay, I know at 4 or 5 minutes, I got to try to do something. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't work. So it's going to be the aspect of, okay, by keeping these legs fresh, when we get closer towards the 90-minute mark, these players are going to be feeling a bit more comfortable going to that full 90. As here comes the long ball up, blocked by Sakuma. She's going to be battling hard, and the ball's going to go behind Landry, who's going to try and give chase, but Martin will be able to get to that first as she hits it right towards Jaquith of Oak Ridge. Jaquith able to knock off one player, tripped up the second player, and the referee seems that's enough for a foul, so instead of a throw-in, it's going to be a free kick for Cambridge. As Martin slowly will walk this one off, and she's going to leave this one over for Pine House to take. I went to a couple of deflections. As Van Wingard has 3 players around her, and she found the one gap to play that pass through. Grid eyes from the midfield there as Grundy's going to hit this forward and Wright's going to give chase as she'll put some pressure on the Firebirds defender. And Cambridge United trying to urge on some cheers going up from the ladies out here on the field to cheer them on, saying, okay, this is the type of play, this is the type of momentum we need. Get the ball up the field. Martin. Gonna get a low drive on the cross. That one almost snuck its way through the other side, but goes as far as MilkUP, and her shot opportunity will go all the way out for a goal kick. Ontario Soccer is pleased to welcome back SportCheck, Canada's largest sports retailer, as its official sporting goods retail partner. Both partners share the goal of inspiring Ontarians to lead healthy, active lifestyles by making sport and activity more fun, approachable, and inclusive. With a vast assortment of apparel and equipment and the very best athletic brands in the world, SportCheck strives to help athletes and enthusiasts of all levels succeed. Find what moves you at sportcheck.ca. Silva's clearance into the midfield. As Van Wingarden will pick this one up for Cambridge. There's some good hustle coming in from the Oak Ridge midfield. Doesn't allow that one to go any further. Jaquith gets that first pass blocked, and the second one up for Foster will go all the way towards Schuster in goal.
Don't forget to send those things. All right, bye-bye.
Martin down the line. Weiss will return it right towards Cambridge's Martin. As she's going to try to battle with it with two red jerseys on her now, and she'll be the one to come out with it. Will be the Cambridge defender. Van Wingarden carrying this ball up. She wants to take on the defenders herself, does Van Wingarden. She's going to try and push off of the Oak Ridge defender. Look for some support. She gets the pass away towards Wright. Right for MilkUP, who tried to first time it. And that ball will bounce over her foot. And the Firebirds will try to go quickly now the other way. It's Silva taking no chances. Just going to clear this one out. Allow her Cambridge players to get back into position. Jaquith. She's going to try and take it on herself as Sakuma does well, fights her way through two Oak Ridge players. Now going to try and win it off of Jaquith, who's coming all the way back, and she glides hard into the back of Grundy, and Grundy will win her team a free kick. As Jaquith, after losing that ball, fall all the way back for her team to try to win the ball. As it looks like Natalie Wiederman had picked up a knock. And it looks like she requires a substitution. So coming back into game number 5, Isabella McGregor. She'll replace Wiederman, and the athletic staff will take a look at number 14, Alexa Grundy for Cambridge. Very likely after that collision getting collided into behind, maybe got the wind knocked out of her. And Grundy will get substituted out of the game. And coming back into the game, it looks to be number 99, that is T. LeBold.
Coming in for Cambridge, number 99, T. LeBold.
Pinos is going to restart this one into play, and it'll take a deflection off the defenders, and they'll hit this one back towards the midfield. A lot of space right now for both these teams in the midfield. The effect of a lot of runs back and forward, making its toll right now as it's leaving a high defensive line for both teams as Jaquith try to cross there, get blocked there on the first chance, as they'll be able to settle in the midfield with McGregor. Jenkins long ball up. It's going to be too strong though, and it's going to roll easily towards goalkeeper Ostrander. Van Wingarden, probably one of the busiest players out there on the pitch. Try to play this through ball down the line, too strong for LeBold. But Van Wingarden's had her itself a busy first half with a lot of physicality to try to win the ball in the midfield, as it looks like that's what it's come down to with these fresh legs and these constant switches. The central midfielders are just seeming a little bit more fresh, and Van Garden has to put whatever energy she has to keep up with these Firebirds midfielders. And coming in as well for substitution during that break after the full switch again on the attacking force for the Firebirds is number 66, Maeve Morton.
And number 17, Ella Webster.
Rovers tried to play that one through. Again, just a touch too heavy, so once they figure it out, just get the right touch. They're starting to find at least the passageways of where they should be playing these through balls. Good turn from Greenfield. And McCallum is forced to go backwards, and she'll play this one. Switch to the near side field. Good ball from McCallum as they'll skip off the foot of Webster. Martin, no. A good nice little turn. Looked like she was going to let this ball roll out for a throw-in. Nope, put that foot on the ball. Quick turn. And she tried to send that one up the field, though. Good clearance from Silva. Rovers battling for it for Cambridge, and be poked away as Barker tries to pick this one forward. Chutza does call it off as the ball can't find its way over to Bruce, as that seems to be the goal. Find that victory ball towards the striker. Unintentional handball. So referee said, let's go, keep playing, don't worry. Webster down the line for Bruce. Good job there from Sakuma, able to poke it away, but her clearance went straight to a Firebirds player. Webster. Up top for Greenfield. Her shot does get blocked by Pinos. Pinos can't clear it away as it goes right towards Webster. Webster back for McGregor, and there comes a high looping shot on top of the goal. And here comes a double substitution for Cambridge.
Substitution for Cambridge United, number 13, Aaliyah Lloyd.
So Martin will come back into the game.
Gabriella Martin.
And Lloyd will come into the game. They will play Sakuma and LeBold. So once again, they'll play this one in short for Pinos. Looks like the Firebirds are expecting that now. Makes me wonder a little bit. Maybe they should just have Pinos take the goal kick and boot that one up the field. So she'll have a little bit more time instead of just the pass. And be under a little bit of pressure, just boot that one up. Morton trying to push her way through the Oak Ridge midfield. She got through two players. And finally, the Firebirds will get this one in towards the midfield with Bruce. Webster hits this one off of Lloyd, and it's going to be a throw-in. Sports Engine is the official technology partner of Ontario Soccer and the leading provider of sport relationship management software for youth and amateur sports. Check out sportsengine.com/solutions to see how they can help keep your club running in stride on and off the pitch this season. Sports Engine. That ball doesn't look like it's going to go all the way out, so Lloyd will have to play it. And we have a nice seeing eye pass from Martin, as that one's going to continue to finally find its way over the touchline and out for a throw. Ball will find its way for Bruce. Gets it over towards Greenfield. Greenfield just switched towards the far side of the field. That gets blocked, and Silv will get the second clearance away as they try to send Jenkins onto a run. As Jenkins climbs hard with the Oak Ridge player, I think the referee will be waving advantage here as Barker still has the ball for the Firebirds. Bruce able to control on the edge of the penalty area. She tried to turn and fire. Couldn't find the goal. As the Firebirds going to make the complete switch once again.
Coming in for Cambridge United, number 3, Natalie Reed.
And coming back in for Cambridge United is number 3, Natalie Reed. She will replace number 2, Sahara Mukadam.
Foster. Number 8, Allison Adams. Number 27, Brooke Landry. And number 34, Natalie Weiderman.
Weiderman looks like she has recovered from that earlier knock that forced her to have a substitution. So she's back on the field to play as well for the Firebirds, which is a good sight to see. As she's right there to win the ball for Oak Ridge. Jakewith can't control that pass, and Morton will hit this one up the field as far as McCallum. Foster gets by the first defender, does Foster. She's going to try to go for goal, and there shoots. She's going to make the save and deflect it out for a corner kick. Shoots taking no chances, as that one was going to be close. I'm not too sure if that was going to hit the goal or just go wheezing by, but if you're not too sure, take the chances, make the save, take the corner kick all day. Corner kick, Van Wingaren will be able to get to that first ball, as Reed can't retrieve the second one, however. As Foster tries a left-footed effort, that gets blocked, and Silva will be the one who to eventually clear that ball away. Jakewith trying to push her way through as Jakewith leaves it back for Foster. McGregor now. Back for Jakewith. She tries a footed effort, and I'm not too sure. No. Yeah, I thought it might have deflected off of Martin. So did the Oak Ridge bench, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. As the Oak Ridge players know, okay, they like to play it short, so they're not even, the Firebird players are not even moving back at this point. Here comes that short pass once again, and Jakewith will try to get on it. Now, the question will be for the Firebirds, they have to put on a successful high press push off these goal kicks. If they're successful and get all the players involved, very easy to force turnovers like they're doing here, as the effort from Weiderman will roll straight towards the Cambridge keeper.
Still Sharpie.
McGregor finds Foster. She's got an overlap run, and she'll play it in. As here comes across Pinos, though, will get the header away. So they're not able to find Jakewith, as it's going to be a long clearance up the field, and we got a foot race going on. As Wheatlake will be the one who will get to that one first, as she sees that one to go out of play for a throw-in. As we see the indication from the fourth official, it's going to be one additional minute. He had 3 on the back of his sign, just confusing us a little bit as the fourth official, but it's going to be 1 minute of additional time.
1 minute of additional time.
So probably enough time for one more attack for each team. Good win in the midfield by Rovers. Can't find Morton though, as here comes Foster moving the ball forward. Foster's got to push her way through 2 players. She gets by them, tries a shot. Pinos, though, gets the block. And Lloyd will get the nice clearance. McCallum. She gets knocked down after playing that pass, but they still have the ball, so play on. And there goes the halftime whistle in this girls under 16 MilkUP Ontario Cup Final for the district division, as we go in towards the halftime break. As we take a look on the stats, a few chances that did go forward. It was for Oak Ridge, but either way, a pretty even stalemate between these two teams. So what's going to happen for the second half between Oak Ridge Firebirds and Cambridge United? We'll have to wait and see. We're going to have a quick 10-minute break, folks. Don't go anywhere. Second half action coming up next.
Fans, we'd like to take this time to give a special thanks to all our volunteers and workers for their hard work and support during this year's Ontario Cup Finals. Many hours are spent ensuring our events are a success, and much of that success is thanks to our many dedicated volunteers. Toronto FC is the original founding partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner of its Talented Pathway. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. The Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are now premier partners of Ontario Soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. Don't forget to stop by the Ontario Cup merchandise booth to get all your MilkUP Ontario Cup swag.
The C License course is the first step into the Canada Soccer Coaching License stream. This course will take you towards all of the Canada Soccer coach licenses. You will learn the role of the coach, how to plan a session safely, use coaching methodology to provide feedback to players and improve their decision making. Entry to this course requires a Learn to Train or Soccer for Life. This is a major step for coaches to help their players develop to higher levels of the game in Canada. The Learn to Train course is for people who want to take the first step towards becoming a trained coach in Ontario. This is one of the courses that will teach you training activities in small-sided games for U9 and U12 girls and U10 and U12 boys. Coaches who successfully complete Learn to Train, along with other required courses of Make Ethical Decisions, Respect in Sport, and Making Headway, will be qualified to train at the recreational and development level. This is the start for any coach to understanding all areas of long-term player development.
What will tomorrow look like? Will it be what you expected? Or something you never could have predicted? Will it be frightening or exciting? Is it the reason you can't sleep at night? Or the reason you get up in the morning? Tomorrow will be all of these things. With Hub, you have a partner today who supports you as you write your tomorrow. And we will protect you when you get there. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift. And we want you to be ready for it.
Video 10, Analytical Activity, Creating Space. This video will demonstrate the importance of an analytical activity and how to create one based on the area of the field you are working within.
Okay boys, so we're going to look at an analytical activity here. We're going to look at creating space. So the ball's going to start with our neutral player. So we have two neutral players on either end. Neutral player is going to play in to a green player to receive the ball to start with. And freeze. The green players are now going to look to either combine together, so could you play him the ball? Okay, and then we're looking to score by getting the ball to our neutral player. Once the ball's gone into that neutral player, greens is still in possession. Can you get the ball, greens? And freeze. If the orange win the ball, so you play a ball to there, okay, they've won it. Now orange are in possession, play to a neutral player, and now we'll start again. So orange are now in possession to score a point. Can you receive the ball? Combined. Can you get it to the neutral? And freeze. If the ball goes out of the field, let's grab a ball that's around the area, grab the closest ball, and we'll start the game with a passing. Ball to me. Any questions? Neutral player starts with a ball. You can play to the team of your choice. Play.
In this analytical activity, we will be working on how to coach players to create space. The coach will use an activity to demonstrate how to properly teach players to create space using interventions and a variety of coaching methodology.
That's an orange ball. Orange restart. Freeze. Stand still. Okay, ball back into the neutral player. So at the moment, okay, orange, we're on a pretty straight line. Okay, what's your name? Danny's gone short. So if Danny's gone short, how do you think, what would be a good option for you? to go along. Good. So as Danny's gone short, I'm looking for you to stretch the field here. And I just want you to get on the dark side of our green player here. So now he's got to turn.
Mid, right?
And welcome back to the Ontario Soccer Centre here in Vaughan, Ontario. It is the girls under 16 district MilkUP Ontario Cup Finals between Cambridge United and Oak Ridge Firebirds, as the teams have switched sides. So in the all blue, it's Cambridge United going from your left to your right on your screens at home, and in the red and black is the Oak Ridge Firebirds going from your right to your left. Very even game between these two teams. It's been a battle of the midfields as both teams look to try to get their strikers involved as we wait for the checks of the nets from the referees. And we're ready to get this second 45 minutes underway between, as you can see, the crowd wearing the blue and red as well, bringing a lot of signs and flags as well, which we love to see in our final game of the weekend. And here's the second half. We are underway. And like I said, a very tough game between these two teams, where I think it's going to be whoever gets that first goal is going to take it home. It's an early push in for Wright. Wright does take the ball free, but good hustle coming in from Wedlake, able to win that one right back. Now we see a change in some of the forces that we see on the field for the Firebirds. First time we're seeing that Bruce and Jaquith are now on the field together. So switching a little bit of the personnel here on those 5 lady switches right now for Oak Ridge, and seeing if a new combination will work for them to get that goal. Morton for Cambridge hits it as far as Woodlake. As here comes Dick on the left side. She tries to play it through, and Morton hits it over towards Van Wingarden. Rovers trying to spin herself away from danger, but Jaquith will be able to get it away, as she'll kick that one as far as Martin, who will switch it towards the near side of the field towards Van Wingarden. Good confidence play there from Wedlake. Looks very confident and composed in that back line is the defender for Oak Ridge. Seeing the oncoming 2 players pressure, just plays a nice simple pass, doesn't have to be difficult as she gets it out of danger, as this ball looks to have broke its way free for Bruce. Bruce gonna go for the shot, but it's right towards Schutza, who makes the save. And I gotta say, that's probably one of the top chances we've seen here in this game, and just got through Pinos on defense. The ball followed its way right towards Bruce, and she had a good foot effort right there. Piedad for Bruce. Can't find Jaquith, as Martin does block it. Piedad will throw this one in, and just taking a little slip on the ball, and that's going to allow Van Wingarden to hit this one up slightly as Oak Ridge continues with the possession in the Cambridge half. Wiederman. Greenfield. She's going to play this one out wide. Good possession set here for the Firebirds. Maybe the new combination is what they need, as Jaquith has it. Trying to spin around is Jaquith, and now Martin will be able to clear it away, and too far for Jenkins to be able to reach as it goes out for a throw-in. An encouraging set for this team playing out of the Elgin and Middlesex League. Perfect record of 12 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses on the season, with 64 goals for, and just 7 against for this Firebirds team. As Merriman finds Jaquith, can't get through Martin once again. Doing a good job holding her ground is the defender Gabrielle Martin. this Oak Ridge Firebirds team had to battle against Kitchener TFC, took them down before advancing against St. Catharines 3-1 in the semifinal to get here. Going against this Cambridge United team, who took down Guelph 2-1 in the opening round, a 1-0 win against Kitchener TFC themselves. So the Oak Ridge defeated Kitchener TFC handily. Cambridge had a little bit of a closer affair as Kitchener battled through the re-entry process. So something that they instituted last year in the Ontario Cups is if you lose those opening rounds, you know, sometimes you get a tough draw, something doesn't work out, you get an opportunity to go through the re-entry rounds without the other losing teams, and you have to win a couple games to get themselves right back in the bracket. So Kitchener TFC did, and they run into the other finalists in Cambridge United, and they lost to them before. It was a 3-1 win against the Aaron Mills Eagles. I got Cambridge towards this cup final. And sometimes it happens where one match you saw yesterday in the under-16 boys, it was a rematch of the opening round where Windsor and Georgetown faced off in the opening round. Georgetown took home the victory there, and Windsor won through the whole re-entry rounds, got back in the bracket, defeated everybody in their path, and went to the finals just to face Georgetown again. And Georgetown picked home the victory in that match with a nice 95th minute goal. Pinos hits this one up the field, and it's going to get blocked by the defender. That is Weiss, and it'll deflect off of her and out for a throw-in. Oak Ridge getting ready to make that attacking switch once again with those 5 players ready to come in. As it's going to be a battle for the midfield as Morton is going to collide with Wiederman, as Oak Ridge is going to be able to get this one out for Jaquith. This could be a chance here as Bruce has an option on the left side, but good job there from Silva. Prevents that ball to be played in for the Firebirds. And Cambridge is holding on right now on the defensive front as the ball has been in this Cambridge half in the opening 5 minutes of this second half. Van Garden, good run from her. Tries to play the through ball in, send it over towards right, but getting to her first will be McCallum, and she'll be able to get this ball over to the near side of the field as it's going to get hit up towards the midfield. Viedad, her long ball played too strong, and that ball will eventually roll its way out for a goal kick, and Oak Ridge will be able to make those substitutions. Ontario Soccer is thrilled to welcome back Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner in support of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether it is to fuel up before a big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you.
Sophie Foster, number 8, Allison Adams, and number 27, Brooke Landry.
So we'll have to see here with a new look Firebirds second line here. With, I think it'll be Foster being the striker up top now. Onto the attack as McGregor has that pass go in behind her, but she hustles to win it back. Finds Adams. Can't find Foster if Pinos is there. And Van Wingarden will hit this one up the field. Foster now. Trying to see if she can take on the defender one-on-one as she's driving. Pinos is doing a good job shielding it away, and she'll be able to clear it aside, avoids the corner kick. Good job by the center back for Cambridge, as it'll be a throw-in instead, right by that corner flag. Greenfield trying to play towards the right side. It's going to deflect off of a head of Lloyd, and that ball will roll its way out. It's going to be a corner kick for the Firebirds on the far side of the field. Again, the pressure does continue, and Cambridge right now has to start thinking, okay, they're getting a lot of possession, a lot of things moving forward. They just can't get into the final third, but what can we do to win the ball back and not let them get too close? Will it be a spark off the bench? Will it be a good run, good tackle? They're going to have to try and find the spark. So here comes the corner kick. It's going to take a couple deflections, blocked in there by Rovers. And the second ball is going to get played in towards McGregor. McGregor will settle it. Gets cleared away as far as Wedlake. Her shot, though, does get blocked. Another opportunity just over the goal as Chloe Dick got on the end of that one. As soon as I say that, it's going to be a double substitution coming for Cambridge. As coming into the game is number 99, T. Lebold, and well as number 27, Brooke Gabby Sakuma.
Number 27, Gabby Sakuma. And number 99, T. Lebold.
And we've seen Sakuma play in more of a defensive position. We saw her play some center back, and she's going to be going into an offensive position now, will be a Sakuma. So a little bit of change coming out here for Cambridge, and seeing if the defender can put in some offensive output for this Cambridge team. Adams. She's got some space to take this one in. Gonna play a nice through ball in, but Martin gets the last block onto that. And Silva does well to hit this one up the line. McGregor can't get the outstretched leg of Adams, and Silva once again hits this one up the field, but the possession still continues for the Firebirds. Wedlake for Foster. Pinos does clear it up as far as Lebold. And Lebold will try to find that striker right. That's going to be the goal for the Cambridge team. Get that striker. Got 24 goals in the Southwest District League this season. Get her involved. Give her some opportunities to score, but it might be Barker the other way. He's going to send in Foster, but shoots that does come out of her goal and is able to get to that ball first. Morton, though, taking a little bit too long on that ball. Turns it over towards Foster. Pinos once again is there. Kaylin Pinos being the rock in the Cambridge backline, not letting any of these players get in through. Van Wingarden. Wright is calling for that through ball, and McCallum, though, will make the block onto that pass as she hits it off towards Dick. Finds Adams. Adams trying to get it up towards Foster. Silva trying to shield that Oak Ridge attacker away from it. She's going to get some help from Pinos, who will hit it off of the Firebirds player, and now for a goal kick. This is a quick attacking switch here for the Firebirds, so this seemed like a very short shift. As the full attacking force for the Firebirds comes back on.
Number 6, Ava Piedade. Number 9, Juliana Bruce. Number 17, Ella Webster. Number 34, Natalie Waiterman.
So the attacking 5 players back on the field of play. And the goal kick will get taken in short once again for Cambridge. Keeping a busy day here for the PA announcer to announce all the substitutions as they go back and forth. So I think if he just records down those 5 players and just switches it back and forth, he's always ready. This is one great tactic right here, what Cambridge's keeper Schuss is doing, okay? A lot of the momentum, a lot of the pressure coming in from Oak Ridge. Slow the game down as much as possible. Just kill the clock, kill any momentum. Let the game feel like it's slowed right back down so they don't feel like they're chaotic, excited. Move the ball to be able to move that ball forward. Slow it down, get the pace going, and so you can get in some control. Morton gets her way through, and she'll hit this one in towards the midfield as Wright will be able to pick that one up. She'll try to pass it off towards Sakuma. And running out of space there was Wedlake as she collides with Sakuma as Cambridge will get themselves the throw in for Silva. As Skooma can't control it off the throw, however, unlucky for her, and Oak Ridge gets the throw right back. Good turn there for Martin. Misses the kick, however, and Silva will be able to get that long ball in. As Wedlake has to hustle back to get onto this one. Wright is on the pressure right there. As Wright is trying to take it off of her is the Cambridge striker. Wedlake does well to hit this one in towards the midfield. LeBold playing a little 1-2. And LeBold goes on to a run for McCallum to get onto for Oak Ridge, and she'll just clear it aside. But Cambridge, by slowing down the pace, gets some loud encouragement there from the fans cheering them on. Knows, okay, you shut down that possession attack. Let's get some movement in their half now going. Good touch for LeBold. It is offside, however. And it's going to be a free kick for the Firebirds. It's getting to a first. Will be Cambridge, though, as Van Wingard collides hard with an Oak Ridge player. And right away, the training staff is called. Let's take a look at the injured defender holding at the left knee. And hopefully she'll be okay. Is number 19, I believe that's Hannah Wedlake. She's been a mainstay defender on the back line for this Oak Ridge team. A lot of the action has been played through her so far. The Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are now premier partners of Ontario Soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. For updates and more information, please go to canpl.ca. That's canpl.ca. Wedlake is able to go on her own feet and put a little bit of her own power on it, which is encouraging to see, and hopefully she'll be able to continue in this game as they'll make a substitution as Hannah Greenfield will come in for the injured Hannah Wedlake.
Coming in for the Oak Ridge Firebirds, number 18, Hannah Greenfield.
There comes Greenfield into the game. As Wedlake will get taken a look at by the training staff as the action continues here for Cambridge. Passing skips by Wright, but it's going to get in towards Leopold. LeBold comes in, gets by one defender. LeBold still fighting for it as LeBold, but strong defending coming out from Natalie Wiederman. And Wiederman wins the day for Oak Ridge, shutting down that quick attack that came out of almost nowhere. And that might be what leads towards a goal. Just a one pass skips by people, and a run gets in, and T. LeBold got sent in onto goal, and a good chance there. Jakewith on the force. Not letting Pinos get away from the danger, as this ball will go across, and Silva was the only player there, and she'll be able to clear it. Good job from Morton. She wins the ball in the midfield. She'll hit it off towards LeBold, but getting it right back will be McCallum. McCallum still going along on her run, as Rovers is forced to play it, and McCallum will hit it off of the Cambridge player and win her team a throw-in. Good job there from Nancy McCallum. It's going to be a foul going against Jakewith. A little bit too strong onto the back of the Cambridge player. And it'll be a free kick for the United squad.
Yeah, I find.
So comes throw it towards the midfield. McGregor has that slip under her foot, and Van Wingarden picks this ball up. Try to get that shot going forward. Her pass though gets blocked, and Piedad is now onto the chase going against Silva, but the Firebirds attacker can't keep it in, but she leaves the ball perfectly for Silva to pick up and throw in. Bruce can't find Jaquith, cleared away by Martin. Right now, Rovers trying to find an avenue to hit this one up the field. Can't find anything. Smartly gets it over to Van Wingarden, who now hits it up towards right. Right towards Sakuma. Sakuma gets it towards the center, and McCallum, under a lot of pressure there, is able to get that pass away towards Piedad. Piedad with the centering pass, but Pinos reads that one all the way, and she gets in between that attempt to move the ball forwards as Van Wingarden now settles it again for Cambridge. Good hustle there from Weiss. Tries to win it back, but her pass will get out, and we have more substitutions in for both teams as the full force of Oak Ridge comes back on the field.
For Cambridge United, number 2, Sahar Mukadin, and number 15, Caitlin Jenkins.
Jenkins and Mukadam comes back onto the field
Riley
for
Barker.
Cambridge as well.
Number 27, Brooke Landry. Number 7, Sophie Foster. And number 8, Allison Adams.
Switch to try to go to the far side of the field. They will be able to pick it up, and Adams finds the ball on her foot. Lloyd tries to hit this one forward as we have a look there on the new attacking force once again with these Firebirds. And if we get closer and closer to that 90th minute, be a choice for the coaching staff. Which players does he want on the field? If we get towards a situation where we get to the 90th minute, no goals have been scored, penalties will be looming. Landry off the throw, goes in towards the corner, and she hits it off of the Cambridge defender. It's a corner kick. Another corner kick for the Firebirds, definitely leading in that category. Trying to see if they can find some success out of it. As taking a look here as well on towards the Oak Ridge bench, the medical staff having a conversation with the Oak Ridge coaches, likely due to the injury of Wedlake. But we have a chance here with McGregor. Big save, rebound, hit over the goal. As a nice first save, the ball found its way right towards the waiting foot of Riley Barker. As she gets under that one and fires it over. And that was the best chance probably for the Oak Ridge Firebirds. Seeing and looking behind the Oak Ridge Firebirds bench, Wedlake putting on the freezing spray, so I probably had a conversation with the coaching staff deciding, okay, what do you want to do here? And Wedlake is going to put the freezing spray on and try to see if she can return back on the field to play for Oak Ridge.
Too far. Needs to be closer.
Barker. Right idea for the pass was Morton is going to try to win it back, but Morton's been a force in that midfield. Any battle on the ground near her, she's going to fight to win that ball for her team.
Hey. Yeah, keep it closer.
Greenfeld going shoulder to shoulder with Rovers, and it's going to be Greenfeld gets called for the foul, and she kicks at the player afterwards, and that's going to be a yellow card brought out towards number 18, Hannah Greenfeld. A little bit of frustration towards Lila Rovers of Cambridge United. Caught nicely on camera as she kicked towards the player, and it's going to be the first yellow card of the book going towards the player. As both teams, fans, try to make some noise. Oak Ridge stomping the bleachers. Cambridge getting the signs up and cheering with the all blue.
Number 18 for the Oak Ridge Firebirds, Hannah Greenfeld.
And it's Oak Ridge, though, who's going to try to move the ball forwards. As shot opportunity tries to go forward, but Pinos once again is able to get there first. This time it's going to be a push by the Cambridge player getting called. And getting called for that foul will be Wright. It looks like the Cambridge team have switched the attacking player, so Wright has now moved towards that left wing, and Van Wingarden, I believe, or Jenkins, sorry, Jenkins has moved into towards a striker role for United. As here comes the set piece, good ball played in. It's going to hit off a couple players in the head, as Landry is calling for a corner kick, and she will receive it. That ball through the header finals hit off the back of the head of Martin. And Martin tried to figure out where the ball is, and I think the referee just going over to Martin, making sure she's okay before getting this corner kick played in. As here comes the ball played in. Nicely flicked down by Foster, but no one was there in behind her as everyone already overran that one. Good flick, though, coming in from Foster. This could be a great opportunity as Foster gets it forward, and it's a big save in an awkward of ways possible, but it works out as a strike coming in from Sophie Foster. It rings off the post, off the goalkeeper's head, and cleared aside. A great chance there as the referee will need a second here to take a look at the Cambridge keeper. Not sure if we can get a second look onto that one, but Foster was able to shake off the Cambridge United player. A hard strike, and you know what? Sometimes the positioning works out as it rings off the post and off the head of the Cambridge keeper. As just going to go over towards the medical staff, give a nod here to make sure she is okay and able to continue. As the Bank of Soccer with decades investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to growing the game and increasing gender equity in soccer and beyond. We're thrilled to welcome BMO as the new lead partner of Ontario Soccer's gender equity and empowerment initiatives, including the new BMO Girls Play On Leadership series and engagement programming targeting more than 100,000 girls and women. Just going through all the tests here. I just want to make sure that the goalkeeper is okay. Having a good look here at the keeper, making sure she knows where she is at all times. Because at the end of the day, it's a very difficult save to make. Looks to be okay. That's enough. Answered all the questions. And you see the deep breath afterwards as Cambridge will make a substitution themselves. That's coming back in is number 11, Carmel Askander. And she'll replace number 2, Sahara Mukadam. So Cambridge does make a change. As you saw the huge sigh of relief afterwards from the Cambridge keeper. Said, okay, I'm okay. Everything's good. But that was the best chance of the game for Oak Ridge. And will they be able to come on the attacker? And Eskander is able to get on the end of this pass. Newly substituted player trying to work with her midfield to move forward as Rovers does get tripped up and wins their team a free kick. The attacking force once again for the Firebirds getting ready to get back on the field with the 5 players on the switch. So Wedlake utilizes the freezing spray and she looks like she's ready to come back onto the field to play. That's encouraging to see as Wright's going to win the ball in the far corner. She tries to play it inside. Van Wingarden gets a poke in there. Kloydek is able to get to that one as she'll boot this one far and clear away. And here come those substitutions for Oak Ridge. As the 5 attacking players are coming on. 6 are currently coming off the field.
Number 6, Eva Piedad. Number 9, Juliana Bruce. Number 17,
and
Ella Webster.
Looks like they're trying to figure out right now, and Greenfeld will stay on. 6 players came off the field, and only 5 are coming on, and Greenfeld recognized, okay, I guess I'm staying on. And she hurries to get back into position for this throw-in. Is thrown towards Greenfield. Plays it inside for McGregor. Silva reads that pass and gets to a first, and she's going to try and see if she can put some pressure on towards Westlake, who's back on the field of play. Piedad tries to cross. She's going to shield the other way, and she wins a corner kick. Does the Firebirds midfielder. Now it's about 16 minutes left to go here in this girls under 16 district MilkUP Ontario Cup Finals. No score right now, but it could change here with this corner kick. Settled in. Can they get the shot away and they just get a little chip? Does Greenfield hit that one forward? I think it was caught in between a pass and a shot there. As Cambridge will try to go the other way. Morton doing her job once again in the central midfield. The attack continues for Oak Ridge. Bruce trying to find Jaquith. Pinos can't clear it away though, as Oak Ridge continues going forward as Greenfield tries to find the pass. Goes between the legs of Rovers, as Jaquith though can't get it forward, and she collides with Rovers. Rovers been taking a beating here in this second half. And a last warning there for Jaquith, saying one more foul like that and it's a caution, was the exact referee words from Baldino. Good block there from Lloyd on the far side. Kicks it out for a throw-in. As a stalemate battle continues on the field. And again, one of the things I was worried about here is the cardio of the game spreading out quite a bit. But the midfield has stayed quite condensed in here. I think because of the full line switches, it's worked out to where players still do have that energy to go the full 90. But it's going to be truly tested here in these remaining 14 plus additional minutes of time. So I would estimate probably 3 minutes at this point. Bruce, she's got time and space. She chooses to pass it though for Jaquith. Jaquith gets around the first player. Pinos though is there, and Rovers will be able to clear it away. Through ball played in a little bit too strong in. And I got to give full credit, although a lot of the attack has been coming out from these Oak Ridge players. This Cambridge United defense is holding the wall very strongly. They're not allowing anything through and haven't really tested, except for the one opportunity that hit the post just recently. Schuster hasn't been tested too much in goal, and that's got to be full credit towards that United defense. Pinos especially, got to give full credit to her. Everywhere it seems like that through ball played in towards the striker, she has been there for this Cambridge United team who gets the throw-in. Westlake gets collided into hard afterwards by Jenkins. And Jenkins is actually the one who's a little bit slow to get up after that one. She tries to get up and continue, and doesn't look like she's going to be okay here. As she tried to go up for the header and maybe felt a little bit awkwardly as she's trying to raise that right leg. Soon, another deserving team will engrave their name into Ontario Cup history and receive their medals and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Nothers, the award store. For more than 50 years, Nothers, the award store, has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. So although we probably said it's going to be about 3 minutes of additional time, look like we're going to be adding a few more minutes to that tally, as Jenkins is able to get onto her feet under her own powers. She has to come off, though. It doesn't look like...
Coming in for Cambridge United, number 3, Natalie Reed.
As she will come off for substitution, but she's running under her own power, so looks like she will be okay. She will be replaced by number 3, Natalie Reed. So Reed is in here as we get set up for this free kick for the Firebirds. Rovers to Morton. Iskander, a good turn from her. And she's going to try to send in a run for Reed. Wedlake is there to hit this one right back towards Morton in midfield. Silva now hitting this ball forward for Reed. Silva's going for that second ball. Able to get to that first for Cambridge. She's going to leave it for Reed. And Silva continues to on this push here for Cambridge. Good shielding coming out from Silva. And now she's going to look for some support as she'll play down the line and give a run on in for Reed to get to, as Wedlake will be the one to get to that first. And she utilizes her defense to kick this one up as far as Van Wingaren. Van Wingaren trying to cut inside. That gets blocked. And McGregor finally will be the one to kick this one up the field as far as Eskander. Eskander wins it back for Cambridge as Van Wingaren plays the block. But it'll be a throw-in for Oak Ridge. And instead of the 5 usual substitutions, looks like it's only going to be 3 for the Firebirds.
Number 7, Sophie Foster. Number 8, Allison Adams. And number 34, Natalie Waiterman.
So a little bit of some changes here for the Firebirds. Trying to see if they can find that right combination that will get them the goal as they keep Bruce on towards the field of play. And they're going to pair her up with Foster now on this striker position. McGregor as well stays on the field of play. Here's Adams. Plays that pass through the middle, but Wright gets to that first, and she hits it over towards Reed. Adams, though, takes it right back away, and Rovers will hit this one long, and this could be interesting. Van Wingaren going against Wedlake. Wedlake does well to take it off of the Cambridge midfielder, and it's a long ball the other way, and it's going to be a foot race. Who's going to get to it first? And it's going to be Pinos, a crucial tackle from the Cambridge United defender. And if I had to give a player of the game, and Morton bumps into the player, and right away the play still going, offers a hand towards the player. Make sure she's okay, not worried about the play. And that shows some good sportsmanship, though, but she got to make sure that she gets back into position. So a lot of chaotic play happened right there as Foster's going to try a shot, but makes the catch. But, yeah, Morton collided with one of the midfielders there and goes over and tries to reach out the hand to pick her up, make sure she's okay as the play continued on. I'm not sure if the cameras caught that, but it was a cute sight to see. McGregor to settle it. Silva reads that pass once again, and she'll try to hit this one up the field. As Rovers picks this one up. Good run up here for Lloyd, and she's going to get right onto the run. McCallum, though, taking no chances, will clear it aside. Encouraging sights here for Cambridge, and Oak Ridge has to hustle back. The attackers been so used to being up on the field that none of them really tracked back there, as 4 or 5 players were still up the field. So Cambridge was able to get to something with that throw, and could have been very dangerous, as they had some players in movement to work with. Ball switches to the near side, and Silva will get to that one first, as the ball gets kicked right back to Silva again, and she'll play down the line, and Reed will get up towards the run. Nice turn from Chloe Dick, as she's able to get around that player. Both teams cheering themselves on, making some noise as they know these final few minutes are key. There's a little confusion as the coaching staff for Oak Ridge wanted the player to go after the ball, and the ref said just get a new one right here, and they get the new ball, and they're ready to get things back underway. Substitution here for Cambridge. Caitlin Jenkins will come back on the field to play, and she'll replace number 3, Natalie Reed. So it'll be just a change of the injured player. She'll be back on the field. Unfortunate there, though. That throw-in does hit off of the Cambridge midfielder. And you hear "Let's Go" chant from both sets of fans as Oak Ridge, and you're hearing "Let's Go Oak Ridge" and "Let's Go Cambridge," and they're trying to outdo each other. Crowd is definitely getting into it. As you know, as the clock gets closer and closer to 90, the intensity does rise. As the ball will go for a goal kick. And we have another substitution, just a double switch. Sarah Jaquith comes in.
Sarah Jaquith. And number 17.
And Ella Webster, she'll come in. So Jaquith will come on for number 9, Juliana Bruce. And number 17, Ella Webster, will check in. And she will replace number 34, Natalie Wiederman. That one will ricochet off of McGregor. Finds Van Wingard. She tried to play it first time towards right, but that got blocked. Pinos once again gets a foot in there, and Pinos still fighting for it, getting some help with Rovers as the ball will deflect its way towards Van Wingard, who gets knocked down from behind. Cambridge fans looking for a call there. Not too sure how she fell there, but play will still resume here for Cambridge as this ball will get cleared out for an Oak Ridge throw-in. I think it was more just an awkward fall than anything. It looks like it's going to be a short break for Bruce as she's getting ready to come back on the field to play. And like I said, we're getting towards these final minutes here. If you think this game is going to stay at a 0-0 draw, you want the players on the field who you want to be taking the penalties, as only those on the field can take them. As Morton's going to play this one, and Jenkins was making a nice sneaky run in behind. Wildlake made a huge block there. And now Foster the other way. It's over towards Webster. Here comes the cross in. This ball is spilled out. And Jaquith, though, hits it off of the Cambridge defender. It's a corner kick. Schutza can't control that one off the cross. And that one was very close to come out of nowhere. And that's, as you see right there, the 8th corner kick for the Oak Ridge Firebirds. This one will work its way through towards the top of the penalty area. Wedlake, the defender takes a tumble, and that's going to allow a shot chance, but it can't hit the goal from Hannah Wedlake. As here comes the substitution, just a single one coming into the game will be number 9.
Coming in for Oak Ridge Firebirds, number
Juliana
9,
Bruce.
Juliana Bruce.
And she will replace number 18, Hannah Grenfeld. So Bruce, the normal attacking player, looks like she's just going to fill in the midfield for these final few minutes. Put a little good shift out there, because very likely she's going to be one of those penalty kick takers. Cambridge, they're going to put some effort in here. They don't want to go to penalties. They want to get a chance to go on to goal. Good move. And it's space now for Adams. Good hustle, though, from Eskinder to get back into position, though, as Adams has to play a little 1-2 to get the space right back. Foster to Jaquith. Returns it over to Foster. Foster trying to get around the defender, but Martin is there to get the first clearance, and she will get the second touch away, but it's a chance here for Bruce. Her shot gets blocked. Jaquith on the shot. Schutza makes the catch. It was like some chaotic energy in front of the goal. The ball was continuing to bounce around as the Firebirds try to put it onto goal, as we have an injured player here in behind. And that's Aaliyah Lloyd, who is forced to come off and is getting some help from one of her teammates. Took a bit of a stumble. And looks like her ankle is feeling it a little bit.
Coming in for Cambridge United, number 99, T. LeBold.
And T. LeBold will have to come in and finish off the rest of this game for Cambridge United. And play will get resumed here with the drop ball. As we have a look here, and LeBold coming in to replace Lold. As her kick will go right towards Bruce, and LeBold has to get into action right away, but she gets Rovers involved instead to get that, to win the ball, win that ball back, sorry, for Cambridge United. As you have the indication, it's going to be 4 additional minutes left to go here. So it's 4 minutes left to go in this girls under 16 Ontario District Finals, as there's been no score between Cambridge United and Oak Ridge Firebirds. Could we be finding the victor here? We've seen plenty extra time goals so far here in the finals. Can we see someone break it through here? Right now everyone's telling them they got to dig deep, find whatever they have left in the tanks. LeBold can't control that one off the throw. Gonna leave that one in. The Firebirds will get the throw in. There's a high boot up from Bruce. Shoots, though, we'll be able to corral that one. No trouble for the Cambridge keeper. Definitely the busier of the 2 goalkeepers. So something to keep an eye out for Caitlin Ostrander. Hasn't really had to do much this game. A little bit cold, and having it go in straight towards a penalty kick scenario. Will she be a little bit looser on the jumps, or will Schutza, who's been involved a little bit more in the game, get a little bit more involved? We'll have to wait and see. As soon as we call it, Ostrander will come out of her goal and pick up on that ball. Good block there from Wedlake. That ball, though, will skip its way all the way out for a blue throw. Silva, strong throw and taker. Gets a good one in, but it's going to play it right back towards Foster. Silva, though, blocks it once again as this ball continues to be battled on this near sideline. And this time the Firebirds will get the throw in and take it in quickly for Foster. Silva is there. Tries to see if she can turn. And Adams isn't able to continue on to that run as Silva is able to win it back. Throw and tried to be taken quickly towards Foster. Foster, though, and again, this is the moments when you get to 90-plus, legs just aren't there as they try to get onto the end of that throw, and it'll weed its way right by for a goal kick. As this one will be taken in short and cleared in towards the wide open midfield. McGregor is able to block that one originally, but Cambridge will get this one towards midfield. Enough time maybe for one more chance here for the Firebirds. Bruce can't get the through ball as Martin clears it. Adams trying to cut inside, plays the cross in through. Rovers has that one bounce away from her momentarily, still trying to find it, hits it off of their own teammates, and Jay Quith can't get the strike onto goal. Almost took an unfortunate bounce there for the Cambridge defenders. They're able to get away with that one, and looks like there's enough chance for one more opportunity for the Firebirds. And Martin will clear this one away. Maybe Cambridge will get a chance themselves now. They're going to throw this one in. Right away, good job from the defense as there goes the full-time whistle. And it's going to be penalty kicks to decide who will take home the MilkUP Ontario Cup for the girls under 16 district division, as there is nothing to separate these two teams. As we take a look on the stats here for the Oak Ridge Firebirds and Cambridge United, as we saw a lot of shots on goal for Oak Ridge Firebirds. The crucial one hit off the post for Webster, for Foster, as we go down towards these 5 shooters on both sides, and the game does remain tight after 5 shooters. We go to sudden death 1 versus 1 until we get our victor. But in the final sets, although they didn't get that shot on goal in Cambridge United, they held the fort down as best as they could. The defensive prowess of the team was massive on the Cambridge United, and they did everything they can to make this go towards a penalty kicks scenario. Thank you again as well to our proud partners for today's event. Special recognition goes to our premier partners from Dairy Farmers of Ontario, who are presenting the MilkUP Ontario Cup. Dairy Farmers of Ontario proudly support youth soccer while driving awareness of the benefits of milk and a healthy and active lifestyle to help young athletes realize their untapped potential. We also extend our gratitude to our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers, our premier partners Toronto FC, CPL, BMO, and Circle K, our community partner Sport Check, as well as Respect in Sport, Sports Engine, and now there's the award store. As the coin toss has been made, teams have been decided, and we're ready to get these penalty kicks underway here very shortly. Myself personally, I'm always someone I'd like to go first. You know, get the pressure away from the attacker coming in. And if somehow it doesn't work out for when you take that penalty, you know, okay, I still have that opportunity for your goalkeeper to make a save. Trying to listen in towards both teams' huddles right now. And the Oak Ridge players, one of the players said, I'm not too sure. And the rest of the team said, no, I know you're making it. Don't worry. You're going to do it. So positive reinforcement coming out from the ladies, as it looks like we're going towards the goal to our right. As we wait to see, looks like Oak Ridge Firebirds are ready. They're set to go. They're at the middle of the field waiting for their opponents who are getting their final instructions from the coaching staff. Neither of these two teams faced a penalty kick situation on their journey towards this cup final. Right away, the referees come out, say, okay, let's go, take the field, and are ready to get these penalty kicks underway with the 5 shooters. It looks like it's going to be Oak Ridge going first, as the goalkeepers give each other a fist bump, as Kennedy shoots, goes into goal first. Both teams get a nice round of applause as they get to around midfield, as we get set up with the first taker. It's going to be Allison Adams, number 8. She'll be the first kick taker for the Oak Ridge Firebirds. Doesn't adjust the ball. Very happy where the ball was placed by the referee. And takes bar down. Wow. That's a pen right there for Adams. No chance for shoots and goal, as that one was placed very nicely into the top corner. I don't think if the goalkeeper knew where that was going, she's going to save it. As we take a look on the replay here on that long kick coming in, and it was right off the bottom of the bar and in, as first kick taker for Cambridge will be the center back, Caitlin Pinos. center back was an absolute brick wall all game long for Cambridge. And she's trying to see if she can put her United team on the right foot. And Pinos, nicely placed as the goalkeeper guesses the wrong way. And after the first shooters, it's all square once again. Hasn't been much to separate these two teams. Sophie Foster will be coming up next here for the Firebirds. She had the best chance of the game with her strike off the near post. And it's a short run-up, but doesn't need the power. You got the accuracy. She places it over the goalkeeper's arm. And coming up next now is Gabriella Martin, another defender here for Cambridge. Funny thing, both the first two shirts for both teams are both number 7 and number 8. Martin taking her time here. And Martin just under the goalkeeper's arm. Ostrander guesses the right way, but just couldn't get the arm down in time. And the low ball was placed into the corner. As Hannah Wedlake is now coming on. Came off with an injury in the second half. Had to put that freezing spray to get back onto the field. And her penalty just gets by the goalkeeper. I think Schuster was going to go the other direction, and once she saw the shot, tried to move her body back to where the shot was coming from and couldn't get there in time. As it'll be number 15, Caitlin Jenkins. She came off with an injury late in the second half. Needed some help, but she got substituted right before the penalties back on the field. And here comes Jenkins. Just goes in. Ostrander got a piece onto that one, but not enough to kick that one aside. And it's all square after 3. Ostrander's doing the old school strategy of taking an extra step to one side, leaving one side a little bit more exposed. And as soon as she does that, she's going to be jumping towards the side that is a little bit more exposed. And she's got the shooter to shoot in that direction the last 2 shots. Very close to making the save. Juliana Bruce now for the Firebirds. And she gets it into the bottom corner. Something I do appreciate, though, after every penalty, both goalkeepers giving each other props after each one. Despite the situation, the goalkeepers know, okay, the pressure's not really on them. The shooters have to make it happen, as it'll be number 6, Grace Van Wingarden. She's had a busy day in the midfield. And it's well placed. But I don't know if you notice, Ostrander is still doing that little move. And she's just urging the players, shoot in this direction. I want you to shoot towards my right. Maybe it's a favored stance for her, favored dive. But nicely placed there from Van Wingarden. And it goes towards the 5th shooters now, so we're down to a sudden death situation. As it's Isabella McGregor. And McGregor's just gets under the arms. So close there for the United keeper. Just got the body down, but couldn't get the arms down in time. As that one slips right under, and it's all going to come down to Maeve Morton now, number 66, to keep Cambridge United alive. She must score here to send this to sudden death. Ostrander doing the same thing again, stepping a little bit to the left. And it's going to be missed! And your girls under 16 District Ontario Cup champions are the Oak Ridge Firebirds after a 0-0 draw. And it was 5-4 on penalty kicks. And I want to give, of course, congratulations toward the Oak Ridge Firebirds, but as well towards the Cambridge United team, who fought so hard that entire game, made it all the way towards this cup final. But the victors today will be the team from London, the Oak Ridge Firebirds, as we give congratulations on what was a thrilling game and a tough penalty shootout that, of course, came down to the last shot. Of course, we'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in all 2 weekends long here at the Ontario Cup, all the partners, all the amazing production staff, everybody who's been involved here in all the games here today. But this has been Martin Ohms here on the play-by-play commentary. We have medals and trophies presentation coming up next, but for myself, that will be everything. And until next time, folks, I'll see you guys later.
And that's a wrap on what has been an exhilarating match right here at the Ontario Soccer Outdoor Field in Vaughan, Toronto. We've witnessed incredible skill, teamwork, and sportsmanship from both teams today. A heartfelt thank you to all the fans who filled the stands, both here at the field and those watching from afar. Your support is what makes these moments so special. To the players, coaches, and referees, thank you for showcasing the beautiful game with such grace and determination. We look forward to more unforgettable soccer moments in the future. From all of us at Ontario Soccer, thank you for joining us today. Until next time, keep the spirit of soccer alive.
Both teams deserve a big round of applause for their terrific effort in the Ontario Cup Final. Assisting with the awards presentation, representing Ontario Soccer is special guest, Ontario Soccer's Vice President for the Board of Directors, Brenda Brown. Fans, before we get to the teams, please put your hands together as we recognize our match officials who are appointed to the Ontario Cup Finals. Your referee, Angelina Baldino. Assistant referee, Josh Nunn. Assistant referee, Stacy Holder. And your fourth official, Daniel Gianotti. now, fans, let us recognize this year's Ontario Cup finalists, the Cambridge United. And now for the team. Number 2, Sahar Mukadam. Number 3, Natalie Reed. Number 6, Grace Van Wingarden. Number 7, Caitlin Pinos. Number 8, Gabriella Martin. Number 10, Mackenzie Wright. Number 11, Carmel Eskander. Number 12, Lila Rovers. Number 13, Alia Lloyd. Number 14, Alexa Grundy. Number 15, Caitlin Jenkins. Number 17, Chloe Silva. Number 18, Kennedy Schutza. Number 27, Gabby Sakuma. Number 66, Mae Morton. And number 99, T. LeBon. Your head coach, Dave Wright. Assistant coach, Jason Schutza. And your manager, Allison Costello. Again, a big hand for our finalists at Cambridge United. And now, fans, let's hear it for your 2023 Ontario Cup winners and provincial champions, the Oak Ridge Firebirds. And now for the team. Number 1, Sarah Jaquith. Number 2, Riley Barker. Number 5, Isabella McGregor. Number 6, Ava Piedade. Number 7, Sophie Foster. Number 8, Allison Adams. Number 9, Juliana Bruce. Number 11, Chloe Dick. Number 13, Nancy McCallum. Number 16, Kayla Elise. Number 17, Ella Webster. Number 18, Hannah Greenfield. Number 19, Hannah Wedlock. Number 27, Brooke Landry. Number 33, Caitlin Ostrander. Number 34, Natalie Wetterman. And now your head coach, Richard Foster. Assistant coach, Jeff Bruce. Your manager, Meredith Webster. And assistant coach, Brian Adams. Now I would like to call upon the team captain of the Oak Ridge Firebirds to receive the 2023 Ontario Cup on behalf of our champions.
Back.